Locked out. Straight out of Ngaruahia, New Zealand, here's Maurieo. Hello, Maurieo's daily vlog number 608, Lockout. Hello, welcome. Well, it's that time of the year my wife calls the lockout. Now, I don't do holidays much. I think in the 10 years that I was working for myself, I might have had one holiday. I'm just a 24/7 person. I just go to work. It's just my default setting. Much to the chagrin of my wife and my employer, as it turns out, who is somewhat annoyed at the fact that I don't take any holidays, and apparently I'm a liability to the firm. But, it usually hasn't mattered too much because I accumulate my holidays and then leave and go somewhere else and get paid out. But I've been at this job for 5 years, so I've accumulated quite a little bit of a safety valve. So I go to work every day. In the 5 years I've been at this place, I haven't had a day off sick. So this period of time, they actually close the office down, and they say it's closed from the 18th of December, which is today, back until the 7th of January. So my wife calls it the lockout, where I'm not allowed to go to work. Now, I accept this, but I do little bits of work at home and things in preparation. And part of the reason I don't take any holidays is because, nobody does my job while I'm on holiday, and I go back and I've got the same amount of work to do, excuse me, in less time. So, yes, we're in that period of time called the lockout. And on my thumbnail there, I was trying to look forlorn and sad, but no, it gives me new opportunities and times to do things around the house that I should have done, but I'm working on it. So the lockout begins. We'll see what happens. Now let's have a look at the diary. So I went into work this morning and did a little bit of work, a little bit of admin and prep, and then I came on home and did a little bit more, checked out a few things, and then I got into mowing the lawn, and I mowed 4 bits, side 1 and 2, the front and the street. So all 7 sectors of lawns are mowed, and it's looking pretty good. 4,660 steps, and that should be, no, that should be, that's the steps there, 6,417. We've got it all up, and 608 there, the lockout. And we're going to have another question today. And hint 2 in Where What Who 225 has been done. It's been all done. WT got that. It was Castle Bearer in Rajasthan, India, a homestay hotel. And so I'll say mostly did a bit of admin and a bit of prep today, and that was it, and the lawn's mowed. So I'm going to introduce a slightly new angle here, and that's tomorrow is the to-do list. Now, in the lockout, what I find is that if I just lie in bed and laze about, I get nothing done, and I actually get worse. So I've got to have lots of activity in my first day of holidays to get me up and running, otherwise it has bad side effects. So tomorrow I've got to get some oil for the lawnmower. I've got to do a blood test, so I'll get up quite early, get down and get that done. And then I'm going to do some work on the pink mine, some office work on that, perhaps during the day, during the hot time in the day, because it's quite cool in my office, being on the south side of the house. And then later on in the evening, I'm going to have a bit of a burn up of some stuff that I cut down a few weeks ago, and it's now dried up. So that's the to-do list for tomorrow. I'm going to have another look at that when I come back and see how I go. So here's today's challenge. A question. The rabbit in the magic hat in Frosty the Snowman is named A. Scoot-Farkus, B. Little Grinch, C. Hocus Pocus, or D. Rabbit Claus. And so you can just put A, B, C or D, or it's probably best if you put the actual name of it there. And well, you can be in the running to be the winner of, get yourself on the Hall of Fame. Now yesterday Moz got on pretty quickly with Rudolph's dad as Donna, and he put in a little story about the doner kebab and eating Rudolph's dad. It was quite funny. He also put a link in there to the actual movie about Rudolph and the name and Santa Claus and what have you. So thanks, Moz. You did my work for me. And yes, a great little story there. And Moz tells us that he's putting out a video soon about his lawn mowing exploits. So we're looking forward to that. Moz mows, or Moz goes to mow, or whatever. I'm sure he'll come up with some catchy byword or hook that will get us in there. So looking forward to Moz mows and what have you. And so that brings us to the end of today's vlog, and well, we look forward to catching you again tomorrow. Hope you have a wonderful day. Cheers. See you. Smash that like button. This has been a Maurieo presentation from our studio in Ngaruawahia, New Zealand.